most dangerous men on the planet. Jon Jones has been dominant.
He truly believes that he will go down in history as the greatest fighter to ever compete in this sport.
The best of Johnny Bones.
Jon Jones, an excellent wrestler. The first time we saw Jon Jones, he's only fought one time in the UFC, and he looked outstanding against Andre Guzmão. He showed some really, not just great wrestling, but really unorthodox striking. He's got a very difficult task tonight. American Psycho Stephen Bonner.
I think with UFC as well, their overall athleticism is just generally better because it's not just with boxing, it's just your hands and your boxing. With this, it's like it's wrestling, it's grappling, it's fighting on the floor, it's kicking,
They're
it's
more
jumping.
versatile.
Their overall athleticism, I think, is better.
Much more experience than Jon.
Man, he rocked him with that spinning back fist. The sky
Back
is the
of his
limit.
head as well.
Unbeaten Johnny Bones Jones. He has to have
Knee in
impressed
the
everyone in
face.
attendance tonight.
Johnny Bones Jones has so much hype behind him.
Tonight, it's a clash of titans. Brandon Vera and Jon Bones Jones. Vicious elbow. Jon Jones defeats Brandon Vera. Wow. I think tonight we saw a glimpse of the beauty.
So in UFC, you could do whatever you want.
There's certain rules. There's
Right.
some stuff like, I think you can't kick in a certain way. Like you can't football kick someone in the head when on the floor. If they're on the floor, you can't just literally boot them in the head. Like there's certain rules. Like it's a lot more open, but there are small things like there's certain, I think certain hammer punches you can't do in the back of the head and stuff like that. But generally, it's a lot less rules. With Johnny Jones, he was very young in these fights, but he's someone that came up and just destroyed everyone where no one really knew who he was, and he just battered everyone and like kind of grafted his way from the bottom to the top.
I try not to pay attention to the hype, but I do recognize that it's there. I guess the only thing it does is make me try to live up to the potential that I can live up to.
Very exciting young man, this Jon Jones. He is a serious contender for supremacy at 205. It's all over! Quick and brutal, vicious. It's time to take it to the next level.
My goal is
He's feeling himself there.
Yeah, very cocky over
Yeah.
there.
It was young, yeah.
Can't blame him. He's
Yeah.
knocking people out.
He's beating guys up, man.
become one of the best in the world, if not the best in my weight class. And so, whoever the UFC decides to give me, I'll be ready for it.
It's all over! Jon Jones! Chokes out Ryan Bader! Impressive in passing the biggest test of his career. To win the title, he's got to beat the champ, who is one of the greatest and most dangerous of all time. Shove hurt. He's hurt, Mike. He's wobbled. Oh, my! Spinning back elbow. Jones to the body. And it is all over! Jon Jones!
Spinning back elbow into
And
the
he
guy's
kneed him
nose,
as
and
well.
as he's dropping, he kneed him. Surely that's broken bones. And these are like big guys, like
He was bleeding through his nose when he elbowed him.
and then he just kneed him. How satisfying must that be? But how painful being on the other side of that. Oh my days!
Is the youngest champion in UFC history!
It feels so good. It's a testament that dreams can come true, guys. They really can. Believe in yourself, believe in your heart. And once you get there, don't slow down.
This guy looks rough that he's fighting. He looks like he's like fighting some prisoner.
Rampage has not been stopped in the octagon. That's what Jones wants. To be the first man in the UFC to stop Quentin Rampage Jackson. And it's all over!
I don't know if you saw, he done that like leg kick towards the bottom, yeah? A lot of people complain about that kick and say it should be illegal because a lot of people that fought Jon Jones said when they got hit with that little, like it looks like a minor kick, yeah? But they're saying like that's not healed for like 7-8 months. Their knees were fucked for like 7-8 months after. Like it's such a dead, like they're trying to say it should be banned because it's such a deadly kick. It looks so minor. It looks like a little tap, but the way he's hitting you, your knees and shit are fucked for like a year. So one guy said 2 years later, he still feels fucked in his ankles and that.
Has defended his UFC light heavyweight championship. Tonight was different. Tonight he was taken into deep waters. Tonight he had a look of concern in his eyes and on his face after the first round against Machida. Oh!
Knocked him out as
Jones got
well.
his head. Second. He's got a choke. Lyoto's in trouble. It is all over. Jon Jones remains the UFC.
He passed out. He put him to sleep for a submission. That's the thing. The referee's got to be careful as well, because if they're submitting, if the guy's not tapping, the referee thinks he's fine, but at the same time, he has to be aware that the guy's not passed out, because that was a really tight chokehold. That was really fucked.
Light heavyweight.
So he's gone.
This is the first time that Jon had been in any kind of trouble.
It was good, you know. I think one of my biggest critic points is that I can't take a punch, so I'm glad to prove it to myself and to everyone that I can take a legit hit.
Jon Jones and Rashad Evans used to consider each other brothers, family, but the relationship has gone bad, and it's going to lead to tonight a fight for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship. Big elbow. Man, the elbows are the story in this fight. Again, he hurt him. And stacked him with that elbow. Man, big right hand by Jon Jones. It was the setup. Clearly, Jon Jones has defended his title. Undisputed champion of the world.
Man, what a great competition. First time won 5 rounds too, so, you know, I'm proving more things to myself for sure.
I like his charisma. Like, he's just like some young guy. Like, yeah, just prove something to myself. I can last 5 rounds. Oh yeah, I can take a punch. I think it's pretty cool.
Vitor Belfort is one of the greatest men to ever fight in the UFC. So if Jon Jones beats him tonight, that's another huge statement. Oh, armbar! He's got it! He is finishing right here! He might break that arm, Mike. Wow! It's a little high now. I think he's out. He's out. He's out. Wow!
Man got Jon Jones in an armbar. Do you know how peak that is? That's literally his full body weight on the guy's arm. He could have easily snapped Jon Jones's arm. He lifted him up. Like, literally lifted his whole body weight with one arm, like, and got his arm free. That was dangerous, though. He could have snapped his arm very easily.
Now he's going for Kimura. It's all over!
Oh! He made him tap straight after.
Light heavyweight champion!
And he got that armbar in every way, shape, and form. I've never had my arm pop like that before, and I don't know, I felt it, but I worked too hard to give up.
Fuck
Jon Jones has been
what a
nothing but
monster.
dominant.
That's determination.
Did it dislocate? Because he said he heard it pop.
Yeah, his arm never popped like that before, but he said he's worked too hard to tap out there. He said, fuck that, I'm getting out. You got to rate that. Who the hell does that? That's monstrous.
And that's exactly what he plans on being tonight in our main event as he looks to shut up Chael Sonnen once and for all. Chael's swarming on as Jones. Big knee. Looking to finish this fight early. All over him right here in the first round. And it's all over!
Round 1.
Jon Jones has finished Chael Sonnen.
You know that guy that he just beat? He was a world champ. Like, he was a big boy fighter. He's not a nobody. Like, he was a big boy fighter. He just battered him in round 1.
Oh, he's got a broken foot. Oh, man. Wow.
I really wanted to try to chill Sonnen, and I think I did a good job at that.
Yo, man's foot's broken after the fight, and they're like, made him sit down and do the interview.
Oh my god.
I don't think he realized because adrenaline.
Yeah.
Jon Jones will look to set the UFC light heavyweight record with his 6th consecutive title defense, a record that has lasted over a decade. Goes high, head kick.
Oh.
Big connection for Jones. Again, a nice elbow caught him. Oh, that might have hurt him. Yeah, that did. Jones with a vicious elbow. Both of these guys are pushed to their limit.
Oh, back and back.
Gustafsson. What an incredible fight. They're going to go the distance. Flying knee by Jones. Wow. What a fight. Unbelievable.
That's probably the most damage I've seen in Jon Jones' face so far of all these fights. He actually looks damaged there. And
He's been looking clean on all his
every
fights.
fight he looks clean. This one, he's hit. I think that spin elbow fucked his face.
What a fight. That might be the greatest
Stitching him up.
fight in the history of the light heavyweight division.
He sets the record here tonight in his toughest challenge yet.
I talked to Alexander. That was by far my toughest fight, and like I said, I got to really exercise my warrior spirit tonight.
His face was proper swollen from that.
Tonight, I believe he faces the most dangerous guy he's ever seen inside the octagon. Bill Glover to Sheriff have the ability to close that gap.
Another clinic put on by Johnny Bones Jones.
What Jon Jones is doing tonight, this is being Jon Jones.
Johnny Bones Jones, dominant once again.
An incredible performance. performance by the champion. Just shut the game of Glover Teixeira down.
The war of words for this fight has really gone to epic proportions.
These two men have beaten
This guy
everyone
is a sick
anyone has
fighter.
put in
This
front of
guy.
them. Good straight left by Jon. Oh, big kick to the body. What a fight. What a closely contested fight. Look at this. Jon taking down DC.
Momentum
Oh.
rapidly rising in the corner of Jones. Jones remains the champ.
All the haters, all the crap he talks, it motivated me. I'm sorry that I'm being classless right now. I do not like DC.
He's defended his belt a lot though. He's noticed every time he won, they put the belt back on him. So he's defending his belt against these competitors that are coming to take it. So he's a G. A lot of people, they become world champion, they'll defend it once or twice, they'll dip. It's just, they've got the belt, they just can't be asked. He defended it proper.
The youngest champion in UFC history, returning for the first time in 476 days.
Spin to the body.
Oh.
It's a nasty elbow. That was one of the heaviest takedowns we've ever felt. I felt that through the bottom of the soles of my feet.
May have lost his title with the champ, in fact.
I really had a lot of questions coming in here, and I was just trying to be as confident as possible. But I really needed that. I really needed that fight.
Tonight, we witnessed the continuation of one of the greatest rivalries the sport of mixed martial arts has ever seen.
I think this is the most important fight in the history of the light heavyweight division. That's it. He's out. He's out.
And that's another thing, when they're on the floor like half dazed and half knocked out, you got to keep going till the ref stops it. So there's times where UFC guys are just hammering the knocked out guy's face like 4 or 5 times, then the ref stops it. Could lead to serious brain damage, man.
You can die.
You could, yeah, easily.
Done it! And he is the new UFC light heavyweight champion. How about it?
Back in 2013, Jones and Gustafsson engaged in one of the greatest singular fights
That's when
in
his face
UFC
was mashed
history.
up.
Tonight, they run it back.
They fight
This
again.
is an amazing fight, and I cannot wait to see this.
Lead elbow from Jones lands.
Oh, nice leg kick. He's going to take Alex's back. Oh, big shot. Big shot by Jon Jones. Gustafsson's in trouble.
Jones has regained the throne! And he is once again the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion.
I know there's a guy who's been calling himself champ. One guy just gives up his belt because somebody else made it home. Daddy's home, DC. Prove to the fans you're a champ. Come get a taste. I'm here. Get your belt back. He'll be waiting right here.
Oh, that's a good call out. I'll be fuming. Imagine being like the champion and you get called out like that. Be pissed.